Hey, welcome to the return of my Affinity videos. And this hand is actually kind of bad. Is it bad? It's really darn slow. But if it's against an interactive deck, it could work out. Really, it just needs anything cheap. If this is Eldrazi Tron... the Signal Pest actually is a great draw here. We can go Signal Pest Cranial Plating next turn, and then if we draw another land, we could play... not sure. Natural Tron actually going to be very hard to beat. We'll find out. Things I don't want to see. Walking Ballista. Karn. Really anything you'd want to do with 7 mana. I don't want to see, I don't want to see Natural Tron on the play doing things. Wormcoil Engine. That's actually quite beatable. On the scale of nasty things. So I'm not blocking the Wormcoil Engine. So really what I'm doing here is forcing him to have instant speed removal or a reach creature or some kind of sweeper, or he's dead. Oh, this is Mono Blue Tron. I see, I see. Interesting. What could Mono Blue Tron have? Bounce spells? So, Cyclonic Rift is a thing. I'm just gonna go for whipping up this Inkmoth Nexus and see where this takes me. Okay. So I was trying to figure out what kind of bounce spells or interactions he could have, but I decided ultimately, as you could tell, to just go for lethal and make him have something. And it turns out that he was just on the Wormcoil Engine plan. So, yeah, there we go. What's good against this? Etch Champion is awful. They have too many basics and not quite greedy enough on their mana for me to really want Blood Moon. Against the quantity of bounce that this deck has, I really don't like Arcbound Ravager, especially because if they Mindslaver you with an Arcbound Ravager in play, you kind of just lose the game. Actually, not in play. You sacrifice the Arcbound Ravager if it's in play. If they Mindslaver you and you have a Ravager in hand, or draw a Ravager, you just lose the game. Welding Jar is not so good. I like Thought Seizes. I like Ancient Grudges. Now what? What comes back in? You know, they probably get hurt less by Blood Moon than I do. I suppose I can play the Ravagers anyways, but I don't really like them in this matchup. They're definitely not a card I particularly care for drawing. This hand is fine. Sorry, it's been a while since I played some Affinity, so the Stunning Insights will slowly come back to me. For now, I'm just playing the matchups and trying to remember all the minute details. I'm so glad I'm playing a format where Scarab God and Glorybringer are not cards that anyone puts in their deck. I'm sick of that stuff. Alright. Looks like another game of Natural Tron. I suppose the Arcbound Ravager is actually going to be really good if he has a giant walking ballista. Also, if he has a giant walking ballista, I don't think I'm going to win this game. You know, it's almost tempting to sacrifice these 3 things. The reason I'm going for this here is because I don't really have a lot of stuff going on with this hand. And so I feel like giving up the Ravager means that I just don't get to do enough over the next several turns without relying on the top of my deck. Here, at least, the Ravager gives me some ability to play around what he does, like especially if this is a walking ballista or something like that. And these cards weren't really going to do anything for me unless I drew cranial plating, which I did not. Ooh, cranial plating. Perfect. Now if he draws into a Condescend, it'll be somewhat awkward. Oh. Well, that was going to kill one of my spells eventually. So we get to attack him for 6. Really, the change in life total is that I'm losing 5 every turn. Can't say this looks good for me. Oh well. There's not really a lot for me to do here, except try to hope that he doesn't do anything, but not beating that board. That's not happening. Okay. I mean, Blood Moons do look better when your opponent has natural Tron every game. This will give one Blood Moon a try. Like, I really don't think the card is particularly good against their deck. And it shutting off the Blinkmoth Nexuses and the Inkmoth Nexuses is a real cost. But if they keep drawing natural Tron, I think it's probably one of the better ways to fight against them. I don't know. Blue Tron is definitely the rarest of the Trons, and thus the one that I have the least experience beating. Yeah, this hand's great. For the record, any hand where you cast turn 1 Steel Overseer on the play is a great hand. That's just the rule. If you can cast turn 1 Steel Overseer on the play, it's awesome. Oh, he doesn't have an answer. Yes. So this is the part where he needs a sweeper real fast. Or like, natural Tron into Platinum Angel? This is what I call a clock. Well, he got the natural Tron part down. I think he has to have Platinum Angel to not die next turn. Because I'm killing him with poison. Interesting, interesting. Oh, Hurkyl's Recall. Yeah, that also works. Oh, what is he doing? I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what his deck is playing. Ah, Spreading Seas. Okay, okay. That's a step one. He's still dead to the massive army of creatures. Okay, that's what he's doing. Well, sorry for the not tremendously insightful commentary, but hey, relearning how Mono Blue Tron loses together. Alright, see you next match.